Hi Aquarius, welcome into a random next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I hope life has been treating you well. But as I did take a hot second to briefly meditate and step into this Aquarian collective energy to feel it out, I did hear the message of I'm a little bit concerned, I'm a little bit perplexed, but I just feel secure for whatever reason, if not multiple. It's this feeling of you wondering about the future of the world at large for some, but at the very least the future of your own individual path, and wanting to better understand, wanting to feel more confident in regards to what lies ahead. But then there's a sense of, for whatever reason, being very secure in regards to yourself, in regards to your choices, and just hoping for the best is kind of the vibe coming through as well. The Begin Now card talking about take your first step. They're wanting you to initiate some healthy choices in the next 48 to set the tone for the future, to make sure that your choices are representing what you wish to experience and see out of life more so moving forward. You know, to choose unhealthy habits to implement and to overdo and continue with, and then expect to live a healthy life, to have a healthy path. It's just not realistic. It's not smart is what I'm hearing. It's not going to give you the results that you wish to have. Just an example, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, your choices in a smaller sense, as I feel overall, the larger choices and changes you've been making up until this point have been accurate, on point. But they're saying take the first step as far as living a better life. Let's just put it that way. You know, remembering where your control lies in those ways, in that sense. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. I love this. As I do feel you want to take on more, you want to experience more, you want things to work out better than they have been, you know, up until this point. Some of you, like myself, are at least partially, if not fully, a perfectionist, and that has its benefits and its negativities, you know. But they're saying there needs to be more simplicity within your world, as I feel there are factors outside of your control, even ones that are within your control, that have left your life feeling too complicated, too much at times like a tug of war, you know. And I feel they're saying, well, where your control lies, in a simplistic manner, let's simplify. You know what I mean? Simplifying your mind for some, even if you're not one to be considered or by yourself and others as an overthinker. You know, we all do to an extent at certain points. We're only human, you know. But they're saying you may need to simplify your mind to figure out which direction to go moving forward, or just to, you know, remember how intuitive you truly are. It's about getting out of your head and just feeling things out at times, which I feel you forget is one of your superpowers. Great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. You might be someone who likes to take the safe route time and time again, or at least most of the time. And they're saying, well, we may remind you of a risk, a leap of faith you took, you know, rewinding back, and how that did benefit you, even with certain aspects, certain difficulties, you know, that happened even soon after you took that leap. But they're also maybe going to highlight for some a risk that someone else took, even if you don't know them personally, and how that has benefited them greatly in the long run. You know what I mean? And so I feel they're saying that you're inevitably going to have to, and you will choose to take a risk of importance in the future, and it's going to benefit you greatly. So please don't hold yourself back, even if you're not one to normally take this approach to life. But uncovering treasure, wow, that was a lot of emotion. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. I feel there's a way about your aura, your energy in the next 48. It's very magical. It's poised. It's gifted is what I'm hearing. People are really appreciating you, and I feel in all your beauty is now what they wanted to finish that with. And I really feel like you're getting to know your path better. Maybe clarity's coming in regards to what you've been going through, or what you went through, winding further back for some. But I really feel the path that you're walking is developing and changing in so many beautiful ways, and this just naturally has to take place, because things can't stay the same, especially when it comes to certain aspects of your path that have been difficult or unhealthy once again, or just not productive in regards to how things are meant to be, more so moving forward. All right, but they're saying, let's look beneath the surface in a simplistic manner in regards to what you have at hand and why this is so purposeful, why this is in alignment with you at this point. There's a feeling of certain gems being discovered in the next 48 for you, being moments of powerful intuition coming to be, a feeling of importance, maybe even clarity coming to be. You may find money for somebody randomly, or receive money randomly, unexpectedly. This could be as well an opportunity of importance, a moment to connect with somebody, and it benefits both of you greatly. Information will be coming in the next 48 from different avenues, different sources. Spirit is going to want to be communicating with you in the next 48, so listen up, keep your eyes, open, okay? Or maybe it's a moment more so where you need to shut your eyes and get some rest while Spirit comes through and communicates through your dreams. You're going to, you will be spoken through by Spirit. It's a next 48 and surrounding it where you are uncovering treasure. Again, these little gems and whatnot, and it's going to be important for the near future. Opening to your spiritual source. I feel you're very spiritually connected, being drawn to this reading, and I feel this is not new to your awareness, but I want to say that you need to be utilizing it to your advantage more so moving forward. You have a team of guides that is, okay, somebody's gaining a new guide in the next 48, even if you feel you already have recently. Yet again, another one's coming in. All right. So this is an expansion. This is a level of growth on a spiritual level that is going to benefit you and your loved ones and your path as a whole greatly moving forward. Okay. But I'm hearing, what do you want next? Some of which acquired something recently that they wanted, or maybe even more so needed, or both. But they're asking you not to be separated from that level of appreciation and gratitude that I feel you do have for the most part, if not fully, but do simplistically think, what do I want next? What is going to be the next manifestation, if you will, the next co-creation with Spirit? Your light is shining brightly, my friend. They're saying that as we prepare you time and time again for more along your path moving forward, you're going to find that Spirit's saying you will be reaching destinations that you have yet to reach. You will be returning to certain destinations that need to be revisited, as you're a completely different soul at this point in comparison to when you reach that destination in a similar sense, or in general, rewinding back. Does that make sense? I really feel like you're going to be pushed to, like the Leo reading I did, fantasize a bit, okay? Think about the transformation within and outside of you recently, again, simplistically, and know that there is a lot more ahead for you in a positive sense. But the Three of Swords, you may find there's some necessary healing taking place, some of which feel a bit disappointed in some aspect of life, if not a couple different aspects, and they want you to release yourself from that attachment, or from that burden, from that heaviness, and start to turn this in the reversal and focus upon where your control lies. Focus upon the uncovering, the discovering of the treasures within your world, because there's a lot of good things to be focused upon, and this is not one of them, okay? But the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, so 77, look up the angel number, meaning we need you to be putting in the work, my friend. Obviously, don't overdo it, don't force it. That's just not going to give you the results that you desire. But putting in the work when you intuitively feel you should be, right? Whether it's self-care, for your business, for your job, for taking care of the home situation, okay, for somebody cleaning up a public location, just being a good citizen in that sense. Yeah, okay, assisting other people is going to play into your next 48 as well, and it could intertwine with and be, side by side, even with, the work that you put in for your business or for your job, or you know what I mean. But I do sense that you're feeling like getting things more in place. You're feeling like stabilizing your life in certain ways while you're being prepared to take a risk or two of importance again in the future. Lies is what I'm hearing. Somebody lied to you in the past and they're going to get some negative karma in regards to it. You will maybe be reminded of the truth or gaining the truth for the first time, at this time. But it feels like you have a lot on your mind for the majority drawn to the reading. You're feeling, again, at certain points, like I mentioned in the beginning, puzzled, misinformed, again, potentially going back to the lie or two. But we need you to don't question what you feel strongly, once again, being a very intuitive, very spiritually connected soul, because there are naturally going to be factors moving forward that push you to ignore these feelings of importance, to disconnect from the truth that you have felt, that you're even feeling for the first time in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So we need you now more than ever to be trusting what you have felt and are feeling accurately, and are being gifted by spirits of importance within your world, while one or two may be trying to misinform you or confuse you, right? Not everybody in either realm has good intentions, is a good soul, but just being real with you. But, trusting what you're feeling wholeheartedly, and again, what you have felt in the past, is going to be, maybe even if it's not used or utilized at this time and during this period, 2-day period, it's going to set you up to, in fleeting moments, even well thought out moments, naturally, to trust what you just simply know and what you're remembering within. The Page of Wands, there's something about positive communication, passionate communication. Somebody drawn to the reading is literally starting to date again, and I feel even if it's just literally the beginning communication stages online or in person, there's something kind of giddy about it. There's a sense of you smiling because you don't need to force it. I was thinking this morning, and I knew this came up for a reason. I was being pushed to think, due to my spirit guides and otherwise, how I am absolutely manifesting. You are as well, right? And even you co-create with spirit. But when I think back to it, I do like to manifest little things and, even bigger things, just, for the fun of it and because I can, and maybe, at the time because I need to or want to otherwise. But it's this feeling of me, and I remember this at times, I have such a beautiful, strong trust in the fact that my path is so purposeful and I'm so spiritually connected all the meanwhile, no shocker there, that I will just end up simply getting what I want and what I need when the time is right, when the divine timing comes to be. So why should I have to, or should I choose to push for that manifestation to come to be? I even manifest when I don't mean to, and I guarantee you do as well. But you know what I'm saying? And so I just let my path flow and change as it's meant to. And so there's something about that for you that came up for a reason. The Three of Pentacles, it feels like maybe there's some factor of, or rather there's a part of the next 48 where you're not being noticed by this person or that person or people otherwise, and that's not a bad thing. You're being given your space, you're being, it's like this trust in the fact that you were the right choice, that you'll do what you have to, that you're keeping up with something. But in a larger sense, there's for some a global noticing taking place, discovering taking place. There's people paying close attention to your work online for a lot, or to your business, to you even up close. Heads are churning, you're looking good, you're radiating, you're glowing at this time. There's a feeling of you lightly processing is what I'm hearing, lightly carrying yourself towards more, even, you know, to and from places of importance for you. When you run errands, there's an elegance, there's a poised, very light way about you. If you've been feeling like you've been walking really heavy recently, don't be surprised if even if it's more halfway through this 2-day period, things start to shift and spirits are assisting you with, you know, having more angelic, lighter, fluffier energy, because we can't have you feeling weighed down, you know what I mean? And that also reminds you on another note to reevaluate at certain points simplistically who and what can and should you know, come forward with you along your what's meant to be a lighter path for yourself, but a busy, I feel for the majority, a complex path all the meanwhile. Absolutely beautiful reading. I feel they're saying flow, my friend. Let it go, let it flow. Receive in the next 48 exactly when you're meant to. Write it down if you need to, because a lot will be coming forward towards you. A lot will be popping up and being reminded to you. But fall back into how your path is meant to change now, and more so moving forward. Fall back into the development of your soul all the meanwhile. This has been an amazing reading. I truly hope it was helpful. I'm sending you a ton of love and light. Until the next time we meet, do take care, Aquarius.